Just as the One Ring was brought to life by the black magic of the powers of Sauron, this video is brought to you by the black magic of DaVinci Resolve. We thank them for this sponsorship and hope you enjoy our journey.
You're late.
An artist is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He paints precisely when he means to. Frodo.
It's wonderful to see you, Gandalf.
Hello, I am Bob the Grey. Welcome to the joy of painting in Middle-earth. My friend Bilbo is writing a book called There and Back Again, and I believe he anticipates writing one on our upcoming journey to Mordor. And he has asked me to provide him with paintings for his book. Let's get started, shall we? We begin with a Prussian blue mixed with a titanium white, beginning at the corners with a nice crisscross motion towards the center of our canvas. That's nice. I'm going to use another dry 2-inch brush, and using just a little bit of titanium white, we're going to fluff some clouds into the sky. With another large dry brush, we shall gently sweep across side to side. Lovely. Mixing Prussian blue, cadmium red, and titanium white, you can see we create a lovely, warm, lavender color. Taking a nice roll with our palette knife, we create the distant mountains of Middle-earth. We're going to be brave here. We're going to just whoosh, just like that. It's quite like magic, really. And now we go in and add a little shadow to our mountains. Next, we move on to the rolling hills. This is my favorite part. Back to our mountain brush, we mix in our phthalo green and a touch of titanium white. And we just simply and bravely add the roll of the first hill. Next, we're going to add the edge of the next mountain, like so. This will really bring the foreground to life. You can really see it coming together at this point. Do not take me for some conjurer of cheap artwork. I am not trying to clickbait you. I am trying to help you paint like me, Bob the Grey. And then we are done with our brush, wash it in low odor paint thinner, and just beat the Sauron out of it. Going to add yellow into the mix here, and my trees are going to get a little braver, adding a bit of black, darkening them, like the shadows of Mordor. And now, you'll see, I add the canopy of the deciduous Shire trees. And then we get our yellow and our white, and we have the green on our brush still, and as we mix it, we get a delightful color that we can just simply tap and add our highlights. Some people have said to me, Gandalf, you would get more people to see your art if you simply clickbaited more people. Well, understand, dear viewer, that I would use clickbait from a desire to do good. But through me, it could wield a power too great and terrible to imagine. So you get this instead. And now, using the same brush, we can quite simply add a foreground to add depth. Only a few small things missing. A touch more rich green, bringing in our yellow, and some life into the foreground with the rich Shire grass and the bushes. Using our palette knife, a brown and our black, we're going to add a few little hobbit holes in the mountains, just like so. They look quite dark at first, don't worry. In fact, the texture adds to the experience. And using our original brown, we just add our texture, create a wood grain, just like so. And then we simply scrape down the lines of the textures. They look sort of like mud piles. That's okay. That's intentional. We simply had a green on like this, and it looks better now, sort of. In fact, and this one's in the distance, so it's sort of it's a little more. We just simply just fluff that one over. There you go. Yes, much better. It alludes to depth. There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. Oh, that was a bit of a mistake. I forget myself. Frodo is waiting for me, and the journey must begin, so let us be off. Oh, I'm getting too old for that. Oh, my God. Who the carries an easel over Middle-earth? Oh! Ah, the doors of Durin. How to open the door, you ask? It's quite simple. If you're a friend, you like, comment, and subscribe, and the doors will open. Took you long enough. Here we are. Okay, let's go. I am beginning this time with a black canvas, painted with black gesso, dried and now covered with a very thin coat of liquid clear. This time, I shall begin by creating a light grey, mixing in some of this orange, and just very gently, very slowly, from the middle, in a circular motion, all the way out. I add the alizarin crimson, this time on its own, and continue our circle. So now, simply, black mixed with our alizarin crimson, all the way to the edge. Then up and down, blending what we have. Next, moving to a smaller brush. Wipe the brush almost clean, and simply fluff. Slowly you can see the distant light of flame growing. Now the darkness, specifically the darkness of a Van Dyke brown and a touch of lamp black. I'm going to simply add a pillar there and there. This time a little larger, a little further out, just like that. Repeating on the other side. This one will be a little closer, creating a sense of depth. You may be wondering why I interchangeably call myself Bob or Gandalf. The truth is, Bob is my middle name. Gandalf Bob the Grey. This part requires a good deal of care and concentration. Fool of a Took! Throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity. I'm trying to paint here. So we simply lead the darkness in to chase away the light. I fear the dark will catch up to us soon. Usually I try not to rush my art. This is something I would have spent a lot of time on and made look a lot better, but evil things are coming. A little white, a little yellow, mix them with our palette knife. And now, the flame. As the darkness rises, and the light reflecting in the darkness. But the time has run out. I don't have time to make this look good. I must run because it's very pressing that we go right now. You cannot pass. I am the servant of the secret fuchsia, painter of the Phalo artworks. The dark flame will not avail you, flame of Mordor. Go back to the shadow. You shall not pass! Goddamn, I'm good. Well, I guess I'm done here. No! Die, you fools!
And so it was that I entered fierce battle with the Balrog of Moria. Legend will continue to be told of the way I defeated it through black magic, the sponsor of this video. Some might think that black magic is an evil, scary form of magic, but no. It's actually a company that makes DaVinci Resolve the ultimate editing, color grading, and special effects software entirely free. I know, so good it's unbelievable. You shall not pass up this opportunity to go download DaVinci Resolve and try your hand at editing, as we have done through this video. And as you have been able to tell so far, the results are simply astounding. Whether you have the powers of a robust film studio like I do, or the simple needs of a hobbit, leaving the Shire for the first time, looking to edit their first vlog or stream, for which you could use the cut page, which has many of their features simplified and as approachable as possible. So go check it out with the link in the description. DaVinci Resolve by Blackmagic, the one editing software to rule them all, which I shall also now use to display some of the rest of my journeys before we reach the final challenge. And so it was that even though the Fellowship itself was disbanded, the hobbits proceeded on their journey, and I, Gandalf, Bob the Titanium White, assisted the rest of the people in the journey to battle off the forces of evil through Middle-earth and make way the path for the ring to be destroyed.
This is the culmination of all of our efforts and journeys, and therefore this painting must be my greatest. Moving forward, we begin with the gloomy, doomy, dark, red sky of Mordor. Just load up your brush there, put it all on there nice and good, and gently fill the sky, setting a tone and mood and depth, just gently, and filling from here, which will be the horizon, softly bringing it up. Now I'm going back to my original brush, wherein I will blend the two colors seamlessly, gently. This time to the orange further down. We blend. Now we shall load up the brush with a black. Had the stormy clouds swirling in the distance. And now finally, with a dry 2-inch brush, we create the tumult and motion in the clouds. Moving on to a fan brush so that I may, at the bottom of these clouds, just gently swish and create some highlights from the flames below. To our dry brush and our radial softening. Now we mix black, alizarin crimson, and up here we create the peak that is Mount Doom. As we now turn to create a grey with a little bit of orange. And on the opposite side, pull down. Now to really make this light up like the fire of Mount Doom, touch the side of the mountain. And of course, peak of the fiery mount. Now remember the lighter sky brush we used before. Bravely burn out from the top of the mount. A little bit of white, and just this time, touch on the top. Now, we push down from the colors of the mountain, bringing with it the color and blending it across the earth. Our alizarin crimson once more, touch of red, and we are brave. Maybe orange and red, I don't know anymore. Last but most certainly not least, be brave and splop a large, grand and imposing tower of darkness. Using our lighter orange and yellow brush, touch in there. There we go. Emerging out from the eye of Sauron. And then yellow, at the center of the flame. We do the tower on either side, surrounding the eye with a touch of orange and white mixed with the lamp black. And we bravely tackle the tower. Oh, good Lord! Looks like the lads have dropped the ring in the mountain. No, I can hear them calling me. Gandalf, I must go. But I will see you shortly. Oh, I almost forgot. I can't forget this. It's for the book after all. It'll do. I'm so traumatized. I need therapy and help. Well, here we are at last, dear friends. On the shores of the sea comes the end of this video. Go in peace. I will not say do not weep, for not all tears are evil. Smash that like button and subscribe. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video.